Craig Taborn, welcome
Yes.
back.
Hey.
How are you?
Very well. So, your performance was amazing. That was
Oh,
so
thank you.
great and so powerful. I want to ask you one question because I think the people who are sending in questions to our chat line, the
Uh-huh.
most popular question that has been asked so far all day is, does that piece have a name? Or is it improvisation? What's the relationship between it and a fixed piece?
Design, intention, volition. I think the only thing maybe in that definition of fixed piece it didn't have is the ability to go back and edit it. That's about it. But no, it was a improvised piece. It was composed in that moment. I don't have a title for it yet. I was just thinking if I could come up with something really quickly, but I'd have to hear it actually. I experienced it, but I haven't really heard it. I usually come up with titles when I hear things back and can kind of think about what they may mean or something.
It was so amazing. And to me, one of the really incredible things about it and about the rest of your work that I know is that it goes so seamlessly between music which is dissonant, music which is spiky, music which has a lot of energy, and music that goes all sorts of other places. So I'm amazed that that's improvised.
Oh, yeah, I guess yeah, I mean, my sensibility is sort of that, or I have a structuralist or kind of a formalist approach to improvising. So I like to make it as opposed to maybe a more exploratory method of kind of just winding through different pathways. I'm kind of organizational about the structure and the blocks, and do a lot of editing kind of things in my, just as my musical sensibility, and that maybe that's a part of it.
And Craig, where are you right now? Like
I'm in Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn, in your home?
Yeah, in my apartment. Yeah.
And how has this time period been for you? I imagine you would have been on the road and are home instead. But
Yeah.
what's this? Has this been a well, obviously a challenging time, but also a creative time?
Yeah, I mean, I originally starting in, yeah, I was supposed to have been on a road almost this entire time, and I was despairing of having to work on some commissions and finishing some studio projects in more like the electronic vein that I'm doing. And happily, the only kind of upside for all of this for me personally was that I was able to dig into a couple things. So I finished a couple recording projects, and have been working on some other commissions, like some composing commissions and practicing. So I'm actually getting work done that I was despairing of ever getting done.
There's a silver lining there.
Yeah, it's a silver lining.
Well, one of the things that was supposed to happen during this time, of course, was that you have a duo partner, Chris Davis.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we had booked you for
Mhm.
our long play festival, which we had to cancel because of the pandemic. So, but that is an amazing set. That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
So energetic and so wide ranging and really, kind of inspiring in the range of things that it goes through. So,
Oh, thank you so much.
when it is possible to have human performance live again,
Mhm.
we will have that happen. So
Fantastic. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. Chris, I mean, it's just a really, I don't know, she's a musical sister, it's this, we really resonate in so many ways. It was just sort of immediate when we first played together, and it was just like, oh, this is so, it's at once incredibly easy and enormously challenging to keep up and keep the thing, but at the same time it feels very yeah, it's just, it kind of flows always too, so it's kind of fun in that way. Yeah, playing with it.
well, that comes through.
Yeah.
So, well, now I think we're reaching the end of our day.
Uh-huh.
We've been here a really long time.
I can imagine.
It went by really fast, though.
It really went fast.
Yeah.
Michael, do you have another question for Craig, or are we off the hook?
Well, I was like really impressed just amazed by the rhythmic and harmonic cake that you baked. Right? Can I say it that way?
Yeah,
because,
that's great. Yeah.
yeah. And how are you thinking about uh, harmony?
Well, in that piece, I like that you said cake, because it kind of is layered. I kind of I think I was thinking about two or three, maybe I had three layers. I mean, really like strata that I was working with, and one of them was more pitch, an interval set that I was stacking and deconstructing, and then the other one was kind of more of a bitonal, kind of almost Messiaen-like thing. But those were two different layers, and then I tried to mash them together and keep it structured, but that didn't work out so well, but it yielded something else. And then there was another layer that was more just textural, I think. Yeah.
Cool. I guess the beauty of this kind of improvisation is that you watch the cake being baked right in front of you.
Yeah, that's the kind of the fun and the art of it is I mean, I just really like engaging with that process and just seeing how far you can get in the moment. And it's a practice. It's sort of a meditative practice. I like to see how much, when I improvise, I've seen how much I can manage to keep track of, kind of. And it's a memory exercise too. I have to remember what I was doing.
Well, Craig, thank you so much. It's really was a great pleasure to speak with you and hear you play.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all. This was really fantastic. This whole thing is fantastic.